Australians have started their summer the way they had finished the World Cup, on a winning note. They have won the T20I series against the White Ferns. But before I go into the match review and the details of what happened in the match, I want to talk about one particular player. Her name is Alyssa Healy. No, I don't want to talk about her fierce batting. That, of course, is a fantastic thing about her. But I want to talk about the less talked about thing about her. That is her wicket keeping. She's like an art behind the stumps. No, actually, I will not say an art. See, I'm getting confused because I'm so excited. She is more like, the tiger who waits for his prey and then jumps on it. It's like that, she crouches and waits for a catch, a stumping to come her way, and within seconds she's done. And today she completed her 92nd dismissal and became the wicketkeeper with most dismissals in T20Is, men's and women's included. At the top is Healy, followed by MS Dhoni, and then it's Sarah Taylor. Throughout the series, she has been agile. Her reflex has been fantastic. It's like, I think she was practicing all throughout the lockdown. The wicket-keeping standards of Sarah Taylor and Alyssa Healy are way too high. Now, moving on to yesterday's match. I think one credit that I'll give to Sophie Devine, the New Zealand captain, is that there was intent at the toss. So, when generally at Allen Border ground, people win the toss and decide to bowl first. She went out there and she said, no, we want to bat first, which is fantastic. But what happened after that is a bit of a problem. They came out with an intent of scoring. I don't know, they had a target of 200 in their mind. Why was everyone playing so many shots? See, 20 overs means 120 balls, and if you pace your innings well, which we are already seeing in IPL, if you can go from the word go, it's fantastic. But if you can't, then you have to pace your innings well. I'm still very confused about the Maddie Green and Sophie Devine combination. But anyway, they came out to bat yesterday and they had a very poor start. But one more player who looked absolutely confident, and which actually in the hindsight could be a very, very important, could play a very, very important part in New Zealand's ODI campaign, is Amy Satterthwaite. She scored she played a 30-run innings and she looked absolutely confident, playing the ball very well, timing the ball well. And when Betts and Satterthwaite was building their 49-run partnership, you would think that New Zealand's ship is on track. But then a horrific piece of captaincy, decision making. When Satterthwaite got out, every single person, probably even Australians, were planning to how to bowl to Katie Martin, especially because she plays well against Australians all the time. But New Zealanders said, no, wait, we'll make it easier for you. We are not going to send Martin, and nobody knows why. That's one story. The other story obviously is the way the batters batted. All sorts of cross-batted shots, trying to hit every ball out of the park in a pitch that is holding up a bit. It's a little slow, on the slowish side. You are not going to get 160, 180. You have to have the target in mind as 140 odd. But they probably came out with the target of 160, 170. Could be because the Australians have a very tall batting order. But even then, thankfully, because of Perkins and Amelia Kerr, towards the end they reached 128, because at a point of time it felt like they might not even reach 128. But in T20s, where you already have 120 balls, you don't want to leave even 2-3 balls towards the end. But they bundled up before playing their full quota of 20 overs. And anyway, 128 runs were about 20-25 runs short of what should be the par score. But if I come to the Australian bowlers, Last match, you remember, I was all praise for Megan Shoot. I think this is after a long time that Megan Shoot has not taken 3-4 wickets. But best part about, see, what differentiates between a good side and a World Cup winning side is this: when one bowler, and who is the best bowler literally is one of the top bowlers in the world, is not bowling well, and your captain still has options to go to, and many of them. Delisa Kimmins raised her hand, so did Wareham, and so did Molineux. The Aussie spinners, the Aussie slow bowlers completely strangled the White Ferns, and their shot making obviously didn't help them. When Australians came out to chase 129, I think Healy and Mooney had decided, because they had a poor match in the poor outing in the first match, so they had decided 129 they will only chase the runs. That intent was there. In the first 6 overs in the New Zealand innings, they scored 36 runs, but in the first 6 overs in the Australian innings, Healy and Mooney scored 60 runs, and that in itself gave a fantastic start. I mean, I think I should rather say it was just an usual day for Healy and Mooney, because that is the way they start. And then they fell in quick succession, but it was too late for the White Ferns to make a comeback. And Lanning and Haynes are way too matured now to make silly mistakes at that point. So Australians won easily with 20 balls to spare. Now we also have to see this, that New Zealanders don't have a lot of spin options. With Kasparek stuck in Scotland and Peterson not able to join the team for her personal reasons, on the spin front they are a bit lacking, and that showed, because this kind of pitch which holds up and where you have to bowl slow, spinners would have come in handy. Though Sophie Devine denied that in the end, she said that we have enough slow bowlers. Maybe they do, but I think the bowlers still need to bowl slowly, which they didn't. The match ended really well for the Australians, but New Zealanders have a lot to think about. And the third T20I might actually seem like a dead rubber to most of us, because Australia has won 2-0. But for New Zealanders, the win in the third T20Is will be very important, because they will need to carry that confidence to the ODI series. And for the entire team, it will be an uplifting one. And for the Australians, they just need to do what they generally do: come out, give it their best, and probably win the match. That's what Australians and New Zealanders need to do. What do you guys need to do? Well, you have to stay tuned to Sports Addiction. And how can you stay tuned? Like, share and subscribe Sports Addiction in YouTube. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. And keep watching the reviews. Thank you. Bye-bye.